you brought up binge eating earlier. So obviously I think that's a big thing in the weight loss space. You know, a lot of society is trying to lose weight. We're having obesity epidemic. A lot of people are struggling with food and junk food, and binge eating has been recurring more and more as people are trying a lot of fad diets or starving themselves, and then are just bouncing back in the opposite direction. And it's causing causing a bad relationship with food, which is kind of how people are framing the binge eating.
Agreed.
And so you talked about jumping with both feet in. How does that work in terms of helping to improve the relationship with food? Because I feel it's a key term that people are searching for.
Absolutely. It's so important there, because when you lose weight, it's no benefit to losing weight if you gain it back again. And the regaining of weight is a health risk. You know, that's when you put on more inflammation, more visceral fat, when you regain weight.
Yeah.
So absolutely. So a person has to make changes they're going to stick with. And so the education that they get is very important to learning how to live this way and actually doing it where you're doing it without excessively calorically restricting them. I'm always saying that a person should be, when they're doing a proper Nutritarian diet and hitting their basal metabolic requirements pretty closely, believe it or not, they're losing at about a kilogram a week, about 2.2 pounds a week. That's a kilogram. And if a person is overweight and losing at a pound a week, or less even, they're not going to see their estrogen production go down, their insulin production go down, their CRP be fixed, their platelets clotability, their mild peroxidase, their oxidized LDL. You see the parameters of risk diminish when a person is losing weight. So you're getting that, you're protecting yourself from a heart attack, and you're seeing the benefits if you're sticking with the diet long term and continue the process and moving towards your ideal weight. The minute you binge and go back the other way, even if you're 40 pounds lighter, even if you lost 50 pounds already and you gain back 10, when you gain back 10 pounds, you're at least as high a risk or higher risk than you were when you were 50 pounds higher if you went and pigged out at the buffets at Las Vegas or went on a cruise ship and gained weight. So you have to continue losing and not regain the weight. So that we're not teaching people how to diet. We're teaching people how to have a better relationship with food and learning that these foods have miraculous lifespan enhancing anti-cancer benefits, anti-heart attack and stroke benefits. And we're also, giving them all the reasons why they shouldn't be salting their food either. We're teaching them about how to live longer, how to have a better life, to enjoy their later years, and how to live consistently and make it taste good with the expectation that their taste buds are going to continue to improve, they'll continue to learn the recipes, and they're going to enjoy this way of eating. And they do enjoy the way of eating right at the beginning, because we have really excellent recipes and they're not feeling they're losing anything. They're eating robust quantities of food. We're not starving them. They're not walking around hungry. They're satisfied with less food. They're still losing 2 to 3 pounds a week, but we didn't cut their calories so far down that they're going to obsess about food or excessively slow the metabolic rate. That doesn't mean that some people are still not going to fail.
Yeah.
We're just trying to do the best we can to enhance the probability that people succeed. It's still up to the individual to make the choices for themselves too. And we can do we want to give them a lot of indoctrination and teaching and education. And sometimes people, come back and hear it again. Sometimes people hear the lecture. So that's why I encourage people to come to me and to stay at our retreat, to stay for 3 months. I want them to hear the teachings next month over again. I want them because when you go to a drug rehab center, you stay there for 3 months, because the longer you stay with the program with enforced abstinence, the less chance of recidivism. The same thing we see here. The people that stay 6 weeks do better than the people that stay 3 weeks. The people that stay 3 months do better than the people that stay 1 month So whether you're doing it by coming to a retreat like I have, or doing it on the internet through a coaching program, or doing it by following yourself with videos and books, you still have to be consistent. And the expectation has to be that you can't keep jumping on and off this. You have to be willing to do this long term to see the benefits and to really feel comfortable doing it. It's like you got to keep repeating the right type of eating over and over again, and after it becomes second nature, and then you like living and eating this way.
And I think it's a good time frame for people to have that little 6 months to kind of help rewire things as they jump in with both feet. And just, I think it helps management of expectation. I think it plays a key role in success in a lot of these journeys. If they think it's going to happen in 2 weeks and it doesn't, they're like, doesn't work, I'm going to stop doing it.
Right. You know what works? We try to get them to identify that they have a new identity as a nutritarian, and they're proud of that new nutritarian identity. They've changed their identity from a person who's eating to, committing suicide with food, to a person that's really taking good care of their health. And they see that there's no reason to eat foods that were destructive to their own survival, longevity, and happiness. There's no reason they should eat self-destructive, addictive foods. They should love themselves and pick and be the best version of themselves possible, and pick the best quality foods to live their best quality life. So it's a whole new, different mindset, that can help people.